It's time for more human resource machine. Yeah, so I left off after beating duplicate removal, but not getting either of the challenge. I don't know what you call them. I didn't pass either of the challenges. I was in the middle of optimizing it, but I had to run, so unfortunately I kind of had to leave it there. I got really close though, I think, because I think I needed like 17 and I had, or something like that. Did this one, was this one in the middle of being created or did it already? Oh yeah, okay. I'll give this a few minutes just to see if I can fix that, but I might have kind of lost track of what I was doing here exactly at this point. Let's see, so copy from the letter address, copy to the highest address, then take from the inbox, copy the current letter, copy from the letter address, but there's nothing there. Yeah. I think what I was gonna try to do is put the current letter there instead. Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, that's weird. It says current letter there and here, but I think I was supposed to. I don't know. Let me just see. Maybe I undid this. But let's just see what happens if I swap these. Alright, if I do that, what happens? Copy from letter address. But I never put the B down. Yeah, huh, that almost actually kind of worked though, it's just it didn't put the first letter. And wait, that would be 17. I wonder if I can fix this. Copy it to the current letter, copy from the letter address, which is there. Oh yeah, so that's the problem, is like the very first time it's gonna do... yeah, it's gonna do the wrong thing. Because, I wonder, maybe, can I somehow copy to current letter? And then copy from letter address, which is there right now. Subtract the current letter, but see, like, yeah, if we see 0, that means normally we've already seen that letter. So that's why it'll just go like, oh, well, I'm not putting that one on there, even though it's gotta go on there because it's the first one. And the first one's always new. So it's like I don't want to put it down yet, but that's what I always start with, is I start by putting it down. So that, or, wait, no, I'm not supposed to always put it, oh wait, yeah, I see. Yeah, I was thinking of keeping the current letter here. And then that's just like a holding spot. And then just putting other letters as I go, right? Yeah. But it's always gonna mark the first one as something I don't wanna outbox. And the only way I can fix that, copy from letter address, which is 0, but then we subtract it from the current letter, which is gonna make it 0. I don't know, that's a shame. Maybe I'll try it again later, but I think I'm too far removed from what I was doing, so let's just try a new one. Alphabetizer. Please be advised, this optional hallway is for advanced employees only. Buzz, buzz. Yes, indeed. Goodbye. Click. Incoming message. You will receive 2 words. One is a decoy, false lead, a red herring. The other is part of an important message. Inbox contains exactly 2 words. Determine which word comes first if you were to order them alphabetically, and send only that word to the outbox. Okay. This seems like kind of more of what I was doing. That's interesting that there's a 10 there. Why is there a 10? Okay, well, do I know how long they? Because like, what can I? Facilities manager has left some useful numbers over there on the floor for you. They were just here. Did you see them pass you in the elevator? Okay. Boxes. Outbox should be uncapped. All right. Maybe I don't have to worry about the word length. Yeah. Yeah. They don't even really say what happens if like I get the same word twice, or if I get the same word as the other one but it's one letter longer. Like is it considered first alphabetically if it's the shorter word, or do I just keep going? I mean, in a dictionary usually if you have like, I don't know, what's a like litter and litter box or something, litter would go before litter box. Well, okay, well, I assume they give me 0 and 10 so that I can put one word in these slots and one word in those slots. Okay, let's play it like that. So let's say take a letter and we're gonna copy it to the address represented by this one. Let me just think about this. Well, actually, it's weird though, because the second word. Oh no, yeah, I need to have both words put down, and I might as well have where they're. Yeah, okay, this works. So, no, I was gonna say I could literally just. Well, I wouldn't. Sorry, I wouldn't copy it to there. I'd copy it to the address of that. But I was gonna say it would work because I'd put the first word out, and then I'd put the second word, and then I would just keep checking them from their ends. But according to that, yeah, I don't want to do that. I have to check it from the start till we get to the end of the word. So I think I need to have a thing that represents the end and the start. So like this will be just like like word 1 start. Or, well, it's a starting address, but whatever. And then this is word 2 start. And I don't actually want to change that then. So I don't want it to copy it to word 1 start. I want to copy it maybe to like, actually no, I should do it somewhere here. Probably just like that, so I can, it's kind of like paired up the same way. So this will be word 1 end. And this will be word 2 end. And what we'll do is, actually before we even copy anything, we're gonna, or take anything from the inbox, I mean, I just want to copy this to here and copy this to here. That takes up a lot of instructions, but I'm not going to be worried about the challenge stuff right now. And then I take the inbox and I copy it to word 2. Yeah, I copy it to word 2 end, which will be 0. And then I'm going to bump word 1 end, and I'm going to bump word 1 end. And then I'm going to keep repeating this process of taking words from the inbox until I see a 0, so, or taking letters from inbox. So after I bump, I should grab another letter and do that. But if I take something from the inbox and it's 0, we're out of the loop. So this is the this is kind of like word 1 entry loop. Okay, and we're gonna get out of it at some point, and then this is I'll just write right now word 2 because that just means we saw the 0 and we're gonna be at word 2. Let me just see how this works so far though. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's working exactly like I thought it would, which is somehow surprising. Oh, that one also ends in a 0, it looks like. Okay, and then... Alright. Oh, and I bumped that, though. It doesn't end at 5, so... how do I get around that? I guess no, I don't want to copy it. It's like, after I put that there, I want to take from the inbox, then jump F0, then bump. Trying to think. Take from the inbox. I don't want to copy it down if it's 0, but I should bump after I copy it down. But then... and if I bump, I also hold that number. Oh, so maybe I should just... Okay, for right now, I'll just say, if it's 0, let's just bump that back by 1. And then... Okay, and then now we're gonna do the second word. And it's gonna be almost the same as this, I think. It's just gonna be inbox, jump if 0, or well, I'll add that in afterwards. Copy to word 2 ends, address, bump word 2 end, and then jump back to right before the inbox step, and then jump if 0 out of this loop. Okay, so this is the word 2 entry loop. Word 2 entry loop. Okay. And then once we get out of here, this is where we should check the words against each other. So I'm just gonna write like check or something. Okay, let me just see how this works so far. Oh wait, I always just think I can hit stop and it'll pause. These are the same length, but whatever. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be in general. It doesn't really explain that. Okay. And now I should bump. I should start by bumping this down by 1. And then once I do that, it should be at the point where I have the 2 words out and I can just check them against each other. Yeah, so 4 and 14, good. And what I'll want to do is check the letters against each other. Yeah, and I'll just check the first one against the second one maybe. How is that gonna work? Because I need to... Oh no, that'll work, yeah. Oh wait, no. Oh, but I have their... Oh yeah, I have their end. Oh, okay, okay, I mean, I might have overdone it, honestly. Maybe they're always the same length or something. But if I have their starts, did I really need to get their end? I mean, well, for putting them down, I did. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, I can use the start now. I can just say... What I'll say is copy from word 1 starts address and subtract from word 2 starts address. And actually, I guess the check really starts like here. Yeah. Alright, so speed that up. Oh no, look, yeah, this is a 4-letter one. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna take that, subtract it from there, and if it comes out negative, that means this is alphabetically first. So we just say this will just instantly be word 1 first, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't. It's just alphabetically. It's just like, I'll just say word 1 wins or something. I don't know. Because I only want one word, right? Only that word, yeah. So word 1 wins. Oh wait, what order do I send it out? Send only. It says send only that word. I'm just one. Okay, well, like, I just want to see if I say like. Actually, yeah. How does this work? Like, can I send it out in reverse? Because then it'll look like the word, or okay. So like, what this is what I'll do. I'll just say copy from word 1 ends address and outbox, and I'll just wait till I get one that'll work like this. So that one didn't. That one's not. I need to get where their first letters are just different, like I had that one time. Wait, alright, no, it's okay. No. No, that's the other way around. No. Nope. Come on, I need to test a certain setup here. Please. Please. So hard to get the same thing that you got earlier. That's one flaw with this game for sure. You can't test custom stuff, but there are combinations you want to try, but you just kind of have to wait for them to show up randomly. Okay, did I just get like really lucky or something? Because I mean that's like a useful case to think about first, but what in the world? Come on, give me that one that started with the first word started with D and the second one started with U. How is that possible? Come on, just there. Okay, finally. All right, so take that, do that. Alright, this is just the putting the words down. Okay, so we do that, and it's negative. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, okay, so no, they want the D. Okay, okay, so then they want it to come out in the order of the word. Alright. So that's interesting because actually, I just want to see something. If I undo. No, okay. Oh, there's no redo. Well, anyway, I don't want that. But, so what's weird is that I won't really have the location of the start of the word if I write over this thing. But that means that it's actually not important where it ends, maybe? But I did need to keep track of that to... Oh, but maybe I should just write over it. Okay, so what I'll do now is, I'll just say, like, I'll just call this, like, part 2. And, you know, we're gonna bump that, and... Well, actually... Okay, and then this means I can get rid of that bump and this bump. Now I would just do that and that. And actually, when we get to part 2, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy from word 1, copy to word 1 end, copy from word 2 start, copy to word 2 end, and then we do this check. and we just yeah, we'll use these. This is gonna be more like, well, whatever. It's not gonna be word one end anymore, but I'm just gonna use it like that. These will just. Oh wait. Hold on, I'm just thinking. No, yeah, I guess I need to, yeah, keep these. Okay. So what we'll say is we'll copy from here and copy from that, outbox it, and then bump it up. Oh wait, how do we know when we reach the end? Cause maybe I do need to know where it ends. Cause I would keep going on accident if, okay, so, or I could just put the 0 down so that, yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so, alright, so let me just see, where does that happen? What is Unix? Is that really a word? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually always copy it to and then bump. Or sorry, copy it to and then jump if 0. Because then that allows me to put the 0 down. And then I'm actually fine with the number it says. Because it'll have a 5 there. But it'll jump out. And then I want to do the same thing with this other one. But it's nice because I'll have the ending marked with just 0, which is pretty nice. Okay, so jump there, and then we also want this move down 1. Okay. So, all this setup stuff. And then, yeah, it has to copy those back, because we don't actually care about where the end is now. But we do need to remember where the start is, because what we're going to do is compare these words from the start to the end. It doesn't make sense to compare them from the end to the start, so we need to compare them from the start to the end. So we'll take that and subtract it, and then if we see a 0, we got to keep checking after we bump. So if it's not negative, we got to bump up this as well as this, and then jump back here. But that's if it's 0. Yeah, that's the thing. If it's 0, I need to do this stuff. Yeah, and then if it's not, then that means word 2 wins. And then there should be a jump here that goes back to the start. So this could be word 2 wins. But it should look pretty similar to word 1 wins. Oh, I didn't even actually complete word 1 wins. So if word 1 wins, we copy from word 1 start, put in the outbox, bump up this. But every time we copy from, we want to check jump if 0 just to like the end. I'll just say like this is like end. Yeah. And this just jumps back here. And this word 2 wins will look very similar. It'll just be copy from word 2 starts address, outbox, bump up word 2 start, and then we have a jump if 0 before the outbox to the end. Otherwise, we jump back to the start of this. Okay, let me just see what happens with this. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I see, because I see. I just keep copying from here because I'm not updating that. Oh, I see, I see. So actually, okay, initially I'll do this, copy from word one start, but, every time after I'm gonna copy from, oh wait, no. I should have just said here, copy from word one, like end, technically. And then sub word two, end. Yeah, there we go. Ah, what happened here? So it bumped. Oh wait. Oh no, I moved that on accident. Hey. Ah. But it fails on other possible inputs. Okay, so it actually did work here. I'll give you some of that causes so you can see for yourself. Is this, do I press this to see? No, I go stop. I guess this is one that fails. Oh wait, these are the same. Okay, so what do I do if they're the same? It didn't give me instructions for that, which is weird. Okay, so, oh, okay, well what I can do is just say, we do that, I compare that with that, and now, you know, if it's 0, we keep going, and we bump, and we bump, and then we jump, and then copy from here, and if we see a 0 here, when we copy it, that's also just, I can just say either one wins, it doesn't really matter. I'll just say word one wins. I think that covers that possibility, but maybe there's other possibilities I didn't consider. What? Okay, what happened now? Oh, I think I know. Ah, I see, I see. Ah, okay, so if the second one's shorter, that's an issue. Because it always just wants to it always just thinks that the first word is shorter than the second. But that doesn't work in this case. Okay. I guess technically. No, I was gonna say something about their lengths, but I don't think that's right. Okay. How do I get around this? How do I get around this? And then copy from here. But we can't subtract, so, yeah, so, the problem's kind of more just that I'm trying to subtract an I from a 0, which doesn't work, but I don't know that it's a 0 until I try subtracting. But the point was to copy from the other word. There's a better way to think about it. I guess what I could do actually is just always just start by saying copy from word to end's address, and then if that's 0, what does that mean? I guess that means that, I don't know what. See, this was that example that I think it means word 2 wins, though. I think that's what it means. Let me just see. It's gonna be, this might work, but then, oh wait, no, is this the same as, let's see what happens. Oh, hey. Oh no, hey, that looks good, because it's, yeah. Alright. Oh my god, no way. What? Oh my god, that almost got the speed challenge as well? I cannot believe that was the size challenge. That just seemed awful. Wait, really? Okay, well, the speed was off by 2, which is insane. Let's see. Let me just see if there's anything silly in this one that I can improve on. I mean, that seems good, and I mean, I think I want to put that 0. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I want to put that there. And I can't, even though this second loop's very similar to the first. Well, I mean, actually, I could cut down on this by just making some, like, incrementer somewhere that just says something about, like, if you see a 0 there, bump it down, and if you see a negative there, you're done. Because it's basically just, oh wait, no, but it's doing, no, I don't know if I can do that. Because it has different, like, address points and stuff. Okay, yeah, and then it resets those. But it resets those because it's gonna bump these. But I don't want it to bump these. I want to remember what their starting points was because I'll have to use them. Oh, I guess. No, I can't really use that because I need it to be like a 0. I can't. If I had something that could identify numbers, that would be useful, but. Okay. Jump of 0. Bump, jump. Yeah, and then if we see that 0, word 2 just wins. So we should copy from there. Yeah, I need to do that because how else would I know? Yeah. I wonder if word 2 wins, if instead I can just say, like if I don't need to copy that in the end. Because if word 2 wins, I would just do 12 minus 2, and then I get the start of word 2. Oh, and the start of word 1 is always 0. Okay, wait, maybe I don't need... Oh, okay, wait, so I'm going to definitely make this in a new tab by copying this one. I don't know if this... I feel like this is just going to improve instructions and not time, but I feel like sometimes just improving instructions improves your time anyways. So I think I can actually get rid of all 4 of these and just keep track of... I need to keep track of the or I need to have something that tells me the start of word 1 and word 2. I just basically need that 10, really. Ooh, wait. Okay, wait, hold on. So, or no. Okay, what I need is okay, wait. Jump. Oh wait, that was weird already. Jump if 0, and then copy from word 2, and so this is where I want to actually copy their first ones again. Okay, because what I'm thinking is it's always going to end with this, but I can easily get these back to 0 and 10. So I think actually I don't even need these at all. I think I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of this. and just not even have them and say just copy to here, copy, bump here, and copy to here and bump here, and then the only thing I need to do at the end here, once we see that 0, is like just refresh this back to the start. We'll just say, we'll copy from word 2 start, sub word 1 start. Okay. Copy from word 2 start, sub word 1 start, copy to word 2 start, and copy from... I think the easiest way to do this, weirdly, is... Oh, wait, no, it's like, because I want a 0, so I was thinking I could just grab one of those zeros at the end of the word, but... Oh, wait, no, yeah, weirdly, that does work. If I say copy from this one's address, it'll grab a 0, and then I want to put that here. So I think that sets it up the same way, except I'm only using these two. Oh wait, I didn't, I have to copy to. Oh, I said copy from. Okay, copy to here. And then copy to word 2 and copy to word 1. That's gonna be replaced with that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, and then I think there's some other setup later, but... I'm almost wondering... No, I need to, yeah, yeah, I'm just holding that, I need to do that. Grab that, put it down, copy from there, check if it's 0. Okay, so the only, yeah, I know. So the only thing now is that when we see a negative, that means that word 1 wins, and we wanna, we need to copy from word 1 start, but word 1 start is just gonna be this minus itself. Basically, it's just 0. But the only way to get that is by subtracting that from itself, basically. Yeah, so we'll actually just have to say copy from here, subtract from here, and then copy to here, and then that'll work. And we need to do something similar for the other route. I feel like this might not actually be more efficient, because I have to add so many instructions in the end to make this work anyways. Okay, this is good, because, oh wait, no. Oh wait, what happened? So, why does that word 2 start saying 9? Oh shoot, did this have something to do with the lengths of them not matching up? Copy from there. Oh. Oh, that kind of ruins it. Yeah. Because they can be different lengths. And if I say that, I get 9, but because right, that breaks the whole system entirely. So didn't properly think about that. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. How can I make this faster then? There's just gotta be I'll just do something dumb if I have to make it faster. So yeah, that's gonna be the end. And then I put those there because I need to know where the start is again, but I also need to update it as I go. Oh, but if a word wins, so this is word 1 winning. If word 1 wins, all I need to know is that it's at 0. So word 1 actually isn't an issue if it wins. Word 2 is the weird one because I need to know how far into the word I am. Does this work? I'm wondering if I can get around not this initial thing, but get around this thing here. Oh wait, don't do it on this one. Let me paste this into here. Yeah, that was 41 instructions. But I'm wondering if I can get around this and just say, when I get to part 2, just use these to go to the start. So I'll say copy from word 2 and then copy word 1 and subtract word 2 and bump word 1, bump word 2. Because it'll work. I just need to remember where the start is, but I think there may be a way to do that. Okay, so I found it was negative, and in this case, word 1 wins. So all I need to do is say go back to 0, which is easy. But is it really worth it to do a weird subtraction to get back? Oh wait, no, I know where word 1 end is though, so I could just grab that, and that's a 0. So I'll just say copy from this. Oh, but then it's gonna say jump if 0. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna say copy from word 1 end. So wait, what am I doing here? I want to know where the start of word 1 is, and then I want to run through everything. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna copy from word 1 end, copy to here, and then every time we're gonna copy from here's address. So that should make the word 1 situation, word 1 win situations work. Like this. Okay, yeah, so give me one that doesn't. Okay, so if word 2 wins, now I need to know what the heck happened here. Why did it jump there? Jump if 0. If it's not, then word 2 has the shorter one. But why does it jump to like this part of the loop? Shouldn't it just jump to there? I don't know what. Wait. Was that a problem in the original? Shouldn't this just been here? Okay, that's weird. Does that improve the time? No. Okay, so that wasn't actually, but that was just like a weird, okay. Anyway, so, okay, well now I actually want to see one for word 2 in so I can think about it again. Okay, so if word 2 wins, I need to get back to the start. I need to get back to 10. But I can actually do that. I wonder if this is only because they're spaced out this way. Because I could do that by subtracting... Oh, wait, no. I can always... I don't know. I need to see what happens if they're different lengths, but... Maybe I can say we copy from word 2 end, subtract from word 1 end, copy to word 2 start. Just want to see if that works. I think that doesn't work in general, but it might work for when they're the same length word and word 2 wins like this. I don't think that'll work in general. Yeah. Okay, give me one. I want to see what happens. Okay, the second, yeah. Or wait, I need to let it check. Okay, so did this, and then it was positive, so we copied from, okay, yeah, and I need to get back to address 10, but that works with these two actually, so maybe all I need to say is, maybe instead I just say copy from word 2 start, copy from word 1 start, or subtract 1 and then copy that to there. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this will be better. Hopefully it will. Because if it's better, that might be good enough for the speed. It looks like I have more commands, but I wonder if it's faster. Yeah, it's actually doesn't pass the size. Yes! Oh, nice! Okay, nice. Cool. Just barely. I wonder if that was that's what the devs had in mind. Okay, whatever. We did it. Man, this game's getting harder to do these challenges, but now I really kind of want to get all the challenges now. So I might go back. But let me try a new one. I want to just do all of them first before I consider going back and trying to optimize them. But if I'm in the middle of it, I'll try optimizing it as best I can. Scavenger chain. Cough, cough. Yes, it's getting a little drafty up here. Facilities management has been notified, but we still have work to do. Each pair on the floor contains 1 data to the address of another one of the pairs. A scrambled chain. Each thing in the inbox is an address of one of the pairs. Outbox the data for that pair. And also the data in all the following pairs in the chain. The chain ends when you reach a negative address. Repeat until the inbox is empty. Okay, I need to see an example. Should be cape if the inbox is 3. So if we see a 3, we should take the C, go to A, go to P, go to E, and then once we see the negative, okay. But then and then I go back here, each thing in my outbox the data. Oh, okay, I think I get it. So let's take from the inbox, and we got it. That's gonna be an address we want, so I'll need to put it down somewhere. So I'll just say this is just like address. Okay. Alright, now I didn't like how I wrote it, I guess. Address. Okay. And then I'm gonna copy it to that. And then I'm gonna copy from that address. And that's gonna lead me to one of these letters, which I'm gonna hold. And I'll wanna... Oh... Wait, how does this work? Maybe, because I want that letter, but I also want to know what the next address location is. Oh, but that's just based on that. Yeah, so no, that'll work still, right? So I'll just say copy from the address, outbox that. So like, in this case, you know, I would put the address down 23, and then I would copy from there, get an A, and outbox it. And then the next thing I want to do is copy from here, and that's our new address. So I'm going to say, well, but I need to copy from there, so I need to bump up the address, copy from the new address, yeah, copy from there, and then we're gonna put copy to address, but then we start the chain again. So I think, is it just copy from address? After we say copy from address, we don't want to outbox it, we just want to do that, I think. So I don't think we actually need this one. And then it's just that when we copy from address, or sorry, when we bump the address, when we bump the address and we see that it's 0, because I'm going to bump up a -1, that's just done. Oh, that's, no, that's, go back to the start. Is that it? Okay, what'd I do? So, oh wait, no, oh yeah, because we just, oh I was on the wrong step. Oh, but I could also just say if you see a negative there. Probably I'd just do that. So just jump if negative, we go back here. Peace, ape, escape. Okay, that wasn't that hard. Did it an 8? Did I get the speed? I got the speed as well. Okay, yeah, that seemed a lot easier than Oh, but that's a main path. I guess that's why. Because I'm switching between this like optional hard path. Okay, let's try another one. Digit Exploder. Our users have been rating some of our hardware products with 1 star, which user reviews citing draws too much power and overheats. Numbers are too complicated for test subjects. Occasionally removes alarming volumes of skin from human users. So management has come up with a solution to make the numbers smaller and easier to understand. Grab each number from the inbox and send its digits to the outbox. For example, 123 becomes 123. Okay. I think I already have some ideas about this. So if I grab 543, I want the 5 from the 500 part. So I kind of just need to know how many times I can subtract 100 from it. So I think I'm just gonna take the number and copy it to a thing here, and we'll just call it like this. This is the original. Original. So we're gonna copy that there, 543, and then we're gonna start with. We always start with the hundreds place. So I need a copy of the original too. So I'm gonna copy to. Oh wait, yeah I do. Yeah I do. Right? Actually, maybe not. I don't know. But what I'm gonna do basically. I also want. Oh yeah. That 0. I think I'm gonna need. I think I want that 0 because what I'm thinking. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just think about this for a moment. When I have that 543 there, I want to keep subtracting 100 until it's negative. So I need to count how many times I subtract 100. But I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So yeah, let's just say this is the 0, but I'll have a copy of it for a count. Let's call this the count. Okay. So also just for the prep of the thing, we're gonna copy from 0, copy to count. Okay. Then we inbox, copy it there, and then we're gonna copy from 100 or yeah, or no, we're gonna wait, we take the original, oh, and we're gonna, yeah, so we're sorry, no, so we're gonna, we'll have the original in our hand at this point. So actually we're just gonna go straight into subtracting it from 100, and this is just always gonna be 100, and this is always just gonna be 10. So we subtract 100, and then we want to check if we have a negative as a result. If we have a negative, we stop. But if we don't have a negative, then we want to bump up the count and repeat the do another subtraction, and keep doing that. And then once we see a negative, that tells us, I think, cause what we're gonna, so if the number was 101, I'd subtract 100, bump the count. Okay, yeah, so the number here will be the 100th place number. So this thing will just be a 100th place. Or hundreds place. Now, it doesn't have to be in the hundreds. I think it has to be a number 1 through 900, or maybe 0 through 999, I don't know. But the hundreds place. digit. So that will represent the hundreds place digit. And okay, I'm gonna need to start looking at what this program does. But if I see the hundreds, I think I just want to copy from the count and outbox it. But let me just, I know there's problems with this, but let me just see. Oh right, because I just lost what. Okay, I forgot that when I bump I hold that. So so actually here, when we, after we jump, well I need to, yeah, I need to, I feel like I can get rid of the original. I think I can just, so I think what I gotta do is check if it's negative. If not, then first copy it to original, bump the count, copy from original, because otherwise I'll lose what I just did. Put it there. Take that. Do it again. Take that. Do it again. It's negative this time. So we copy from the count and we outbox it. And that's our 2 for the 254. And then we just have the 54, but we're going to just be doing the same thing, but with this one. Which actually is at address 10, which is interesting. I wonder if there's something I can do with that. So, because what I was thinking is like the process is gonna be almost identical, except I'm not taking from here. I'm gonna be taking from here. I'm not gonna be subtracting from here. I'm gonna be subtracting from here. Oh, and I can't, yeah, and I can say sub from the address of something. Would that be worth it? Yeah, I think that's worth it. So we'll say, what I'm gonna do is, 10 to the X address is what I'm gonna say. So at the very start of this program, I'm also gonna copy from here, copy to here, and bump it up 1. And then we're actually gonna be subtracting from the 10 to the X address every time. So that, does this make sense actually? I wonder if it does. We'll see. Okay, in that case, it just got straight to the negative. Okay, let me, I just want to ignore that for now. Yeah, I think this actually will work in a weird way. Keep going. And then if it's negative, copy from the count, outbox that. And then I think what I just need to do here is refresh the count and bump that down and then repeat. So we're gonna refresh the count by copying from here, copying it to here, and then we're gonna bump this down, and then we're gonna go straight back into this loop, which is here, which I should say this is the loop. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Give me a... Oh wait, anyway, whatever. Let me just see what it is with this. This is actually gonna be a long one. Okay. And then copy from there, outbox. Copy from 0, copy to the count. Bump that down. Jump here. Now we're gonna oh wait. Before we subtract from the 10 to the x address, I need to be holding this number. That's copying from the original. Okay, so I think I just want to say copy from original. And it's not really the original anymore, so whatever. Just what I'm calling it. Yeah, okay, and then... Okay, jump back here. But see, now if we see a negative, that's not the 100th place. Or the 100th place, it's the 10's place. Okay, but that's okay, I think. So I'll just do this, and then we'll copy from the count. If the count's 0, though, we don't outbox it. We just go straight to the point where we bump the address and so on, I think. We'll see. Okay, what happens here, actually? Copy from count. Yeah, jump if 0. So we're just gonna bump that down. Copy from the original, and then just... Oh, where did... Oh yeah, that's good. And then... Just gonna do this. And that's where we see a negative. So it's not really the 100th place. A lot of these names are bad. Copy from the count. Outbox it. Copy from 0, copy to count. So we're gonna bump that down now. And we're gonna copy that number. But this time when we subtract from the 10 to the x. Because the 10 to the... When the 10 to the x address is there. Because actually, yeah, once we're done with the 10's place, we're just done. So how would I know that, though? It's when... Oh, it's when we bump this and it's 9. That's weird. How would I check that? I guess what I could do, it's kind of dumb, but after I bump, I could say, wait, okay, copy from that address, and if you see a 0, we're done. It's kind of dumb, but we're done, and we go back to, I think here, because we might need to refresh the count. Or no, we would have already refreshed the count, so we would just copy from 10, copy to 10 to the... Yeah, and then we go back to there. Okay, so this isn't really 100's place, this is like 10 to the x place. And this isn't really original, it's like number, it's just our number. I want to see, how does this work so far? a 0. Why is 0? What was the... That's weird. Wait, why is... Oh, was it 540? What's the first number? I wasn't really paying attention. Wait, what? So we wait. Was it 549? Oh, wait, no, what? Okay, I'm so confused. Oh, yeah, it was, okay, so the first number was 540. So, did that. Subtract that. Copied that, put it down. Copied from there, copied to the count. Bump that down, copied from there. Oh, I see. Copy from there. I think because usually I didn't consider it not going negative. It just went 0 in that case. So bump, copy from. Yeah, in this case, that becomes 0. But it's like I find that out kind of late because I bump the count. Oh wait, no, that works. And then if I'm holding a 0 after I copy from the number, it means we're done, except we just have to take that, put it there, refresh everything, but we'll take that, put it there, and then put also 0 there. So I'm wondering if there's some tricky way I can just use what I currently have already to do this, because I need it to outbox. So kind of like this, copy from count, it'll be 4. Actually, let me just see what happens if I do that. Well, no, because I know it's gonna give me a whole different set of things. So if I have 504, so then if I said here jump to this, it would copy the 4, wouldn't be a 0, so it would outbox that. So we had a 5 4. Then it would copy from the 0, copy to the count, 0 0s both there. Then it would bump that down to be 9, and then it would copy from there, and it would see a 0, so just think it's completely done. But actually it needed to put a 0 out too. So okay, yeah, so 0 is actually a special case where we want to put, okay, so this is like, that's a good way. So copy 0, copy the count, bump, copy from that address. Yeah, it's like, unfortunately I don't look at the number. I want to, if I see a 0 there, how do I handle it when it's a 0? Because I could also have a number like 100, and then I also have to consider how that's going to work, because I would have to put down a 1, and then a 0, and then a 0. So copy from the count, outbox it. Okay, well, one thing that it does here that I could just add in here is just check that number, and if it's 0, yeah, if that number is 0, I should just put it down, yeah. Okay, so I could just throw that into the mix. So I'll just say copy from the number, if it's 0, then we want to outbox the 0, but if not, just keep going. Alright, so let's just see how this works. Wait. But, no, hold on. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see. Oh great, this is like the longest possible for this part. But the next number is good, because 980. Oh, did it? It didn't get... Wait, why didn't it say 9 for the last one? That's weird. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm confused. What just happened? Yeah, wait, what the heck just happened? Because it took the next number before it was done with the first number. Takes forever to go back through these. Okay, so yeah, so wait, so it should have said copy to, and then bump that. Wait, no, what? Why did it escape from here? So, copy from there. If it's 0, I still need to get that number and outbox it. Did I just forget to say that? No, wait, yeah, that went back to the loop. Wait, what? No, it didn't. Oh. No, wait. Dude, what? Why did it kick me out? I wanted to just check where this one was leading. Because I guess I need to still outbox that, so I shouldn't... If it's 0 there... If I grab that, because I reached the last thing, the first thing I want to do... The first thing I want to do is... copy... Wait. Okay, now I'm getting really confused. Subtract that. Jump negative. Okay, now I'm getting really confused. I just want to see what this does. Okay, it's stuck. So, but I was thinking, like, I just had that check in here where I said bump down that and then I copy from there, but that's only just to check if if I'm at the ones place. But I was wondering if there was something up here that did something, but I guess not. No, okay. So then we'll just say, yeah, we'll just say that if we copy from there and we see a 0, then copy from number, outbox it, and then jump to the here. Wow. Okay. So let me see what the bad, is it? I think it's the 780. Oh, that was weird. So it almost looked good there for a second, but it kept putting zeros down. The 8. Copied from there. If it's 0, we want to outbox that. Then we still just want to copy there, refresh that, bump that down, copy from there. If it's 0. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Oh, so if okay. So if we oh, I kind of get it now. 'Cause okay, if the ones place is a 0, this will kind of work if I just say copy from there, jump if 0, outbox it as well. Well, actually, no. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of this, actually, and it'll mainly work, I think. But it'll mess up on, oh, actually, no, it'll work. I think it'll work for this whole batch. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, see, it still put the 0 down. But I think it'll fail for things like 100, 200, 300, 400. Because it can handle ones place zeros, but not tens place zeros. Oh, but what's gonna stop it here? That's fine. Oh, because it was a 0 in the middle. I see. Yeah, 105. Okay, that's interesting. So subtracted that, it wasn't negative, so yeah, we had 100, but then we copy from there. Subtract that. But then, okay, so then we should copy from the count, put it down. Then we copy from the number. Oh, well, this doesn't make sense at the moment. But, so maybe I could say, maybe I want to check if my number is already this low. I should do something. Cause otherwise it's just gonna copy from 0, copy to count, bump that down, copy there, and start doing this, but it's gonna think that we're on 5. Wait, if we get a negative there, we should copy from the count. But if the count is 0, it's treating it like... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I think I get it. So if the if there's nothing in the hundreds place, I just skip it. But if there's nothing, if there's no multiples of 10 in the tens or ones place, I need to put a 0 down. So that's weird. I didn't think about that. Because if I say jump if 0 here, I actually did want to outbox that 0 in this case. It's like, It's just I don't want to outbox the 0 if our 10 to the x address is 11 basically. What's the best way to do this? Because like that would work pretty well actually if I could just say, okay, because like yeah, basically if I take this out, it's gonna mess up instantly basically because yeah, it's gonna say, oh, there's no hundreds, then I'll give you a 0. But I don't want to give a 0 if this is like the very first part of the loop. So how do I... I don't want to outbox that 0 if this is the first time we got here. The only thing really keeping track of this right now is the 10 to the x address. And that's the thing that sees 100. So what I could do is say subtract that if it's negative. I don't necessarily want to copy from count, put an outbox. I could say though, I think I need to say copy from the 10 to the x address, and it'll give me 100, and then, but that's only if, okay, so I should copy from count. If I see a 0 there, I just want to make sure that, okay, so it's like a special case if I see a 0 there, I guess. If it's 0, this will be like 0. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. So if we see a 0 there, what I want to do is make sure that we're not on 100, which I'll do by saying copy from this, but its address. Or no, maybe I should yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually say copy the 100 and then and then I'll say subtract it from this address. If it's 0, we're gonna skip this because that was the 100th place. But we're gonna do everything from there on out. Otherwise, we're just gonna continue on like normal. So right now, I'll just put a jump that goes here, but I want the 0, so I'll need to kind of say. Guess I can just say copy from count and then jump. This is getting a little too ugly looking here. Okay, so what even happened there? What's unfortunate is that I don't actually copy the the number that I take down. I keep changing it, but it's for my benefit. So, alright, but okay, so that's a 2. So yeah, so copy that, and then we subtract that as negative. Do that. Copy from the count. It's 0. But we copy from that, and we subtract from that. If it's 0, we just ignore it. So then we copy there, do that. Oh, but see, we also want to ignore it if there was same thing but for the tens place. So do we? So do we once. Yeah. So I think maybe I can just say, instead of copy from 100, I would say copy from this address. Wait, but if I say copy from and subtract from there, it'll always be 0. Ah, what the heck? What do I do if it's a single digit number? I feel like I had a better method before and I've been kind of ruining it slowly. Okay, so we have a single digit number. Then we're gonna subtract it from there. If it's negative, copy from there. If the count is 0, if the count is 0, but we're at the 100. Okay. Oh my God. I think I've just made too much of a mess of this. I think this is the point where I have to try this from scratch again. I made so much of a mess of that. All right. Try 2. Let me try and think more clearly now that I've gained some experience. So I have to consider, I really should consider all the possibilities as I go, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe, I still don't know what's the better thing to do with all this trial and error stuff. Is to think about everything as you go, or just like fix the bugs as they appear. I feel like I should be thinking about everything, but that's hard. Okay, so let's just try this again. So I'm gonna take that number, and I definitely want to put it down. You know what? This time we're gonna have the original because I want to see it, even if it wastes space and instructions. It's gonna be more useful if I see it. And we're also gonna copy it to here, and this will just be like the number. Okay. Now we're gonna subtract. Yeah, so this is where, I don't know, I'm just gonna say start for now. Because I want to subtract 100. You know, I just want to label this. That's always going to be 100. This is always going to be 10. This is always going to be 0. Okay. If we see a negative... So this is the weird thing, because if we see a negative on... Okay, so maybe for this first run, I should just do it in steps. The hundreds, the tens, and the ones, because I think that's probably what messed me up more than anything. I was too ambitious. So let's just say hundreds. Let's just do hundreds, tens, ones, because then I can do this. I was a little too ambitious, I think, with my first go. Subtract that. If it's negative, Oh, I need a count, right? So actually, before we do anything, we're gonna do the prep. Which is where we copy from 0, copy to here, which is the count. Okay. So we subtract 100. If it's negative, we just... Okay, yeah, if it's negative, then we're out of the loop. But if it's not negative, which it's not, it's refusing to give me a big number. There we go. So if it's not negative, then we want to bump the count and do that again, but with the number we're holding. So before I bump the count, I should copy the thing I'm holding to the number, and then I'll bump the count, and then we'll loop back to subtract from 100. Okay, but if we see a negative, we should copy from the count and outbox that. Unless what we copied from the count is a 0, then we skip the outbox step. Now we're going to be on the tens place. Yep, skip, copy from the count. If it's 0, we skip that, and we go to the tens. Yeah. And actually, if it's 0, we go straight to the tens. But if it's if there was a number there, we need to make sure we copy from 0 and copy it to there, so that we have a clean. Yeah, this is a good example. So we're gonna bump that. Now we have a negative, but we don't have a 0 there, so we need to outbox the 1, but we also need to clear that out. Okay, now and you know what, I could technically make it so like it reads the whole number out, and like I could leave that 1 there, but then I would have to like make more room. I mean, just kinda, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll do that. So just for now at least. So I'll just, what's the best way to write this? Hundreds count. And this will be the tens count. This is going to be inefficient, but I kind of like this. So we'll copy it to also the tens count, and then so that means we don't actually need to do this. Wait, I just added 1 command and removed 2. That seems like it was actually better anyways. So then we do that, blah blah blah. Okay, wait, what happened? So wait, what? Copy to there, bump that. Oh, the jump, it should always, actually before the jump it should bump the hundreds count, but it should copy from number. Oh great, but this is a 2, so this is a special one. So we subtract 100, but it's negative. Copy from 100's counts, but it's 0, so we're already at the tens. If we're at the tens, then what we should do is basically this again, except we're gonna say subtract from 10, or subtract 10, and If it's negative, that means we're done. But if not, then we want to copy the number we're holding to the temporary spot. Bump the tens count. And then copy from the number again. And then jump back to the start of this loop. But if it's negative, then we just copy from the tens count. If that's 0, we move on to the ones, but if not, then we outbox. So this will be like ones. Okay, so let's see what this does. Wait, what actually happened there? So, subtracted that, done, copied that, put it in the outbox. Oh, and then okay, and then, right, so actually I need to, so let's see. If it's 0, oh, either way I should say copy from, so actually I can just move this up here, I think. No, what happened? Oh, it was a single digit. So do that, subtract 10, jump if negative, that's also 0, so we're done there. And then if we're at ones, actually all we need to do is just copy from there and outbox and then return all the way back to the start. Which I think, I'll just do all the way back. I think there's still gonna be errors, but okay, well, there's an error. So this is 300, yes, because this is 304. Okay, so let's figure out what's this one about. So we have 300's all good. Outbox, and then we're at the tens, and we're gonna copy that, subtract 10. We see a negative, and we copy from the tens count, and it's 0. So this is, yeah, this is a weird case of like, so we should always outbox some, or no, wait, no, I shouldn't always outbox something for the tens case. How do I deal with this one? So maybe actually, that's weird. I'm kind of wondering if I should start by, no, this is tricky. There's 4 left over. Do that. Copy. Oh, I think I have an idea for this actually. Okay, so I copy from there, put it in. Yeah, as long as it's not 0. And then this time I copy from there, subtract 10. And what I want to say now is jump if negative. And then I should copy from tens count. But if that's 0, what I should say is, okay, if that's 0, as long as that's also 0, I just ignore it. But if that's not 0, I actually do want to put the 0 down. So this is kind of weird, but I think I need to keep this. So, okay, so if it's 0 normally, okay, yeah, all right. So if it's 0, I want to check if the hundreds place is also 0. If it is, then we can go on to the ones. But if it's not, I want to outbox. I want to outbox the thing. I want to outbox 0 basically. So it doesn't really matter where I get it from, but I guess I'll just say copy from tens count outbox. So I'm just trying to see if there's a better way to do this, but let's just keep it simple for now. Okay, what happened there? So subtracted that, it's negative, copied from there, wasn't 0, so we outboxed it. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, right, and then we outbox it, and then we should jump to the ones. Wonder if there's still errors. Oh no, okay, we got it. Okay, that was not efficient at all, but we'll see. Oh wow, that's not far off. I'm surprised. It's slow though. Okay, so let's just see what we can do. There's like a lot that can be improved here. But I'm gonna need to like look at it as it's going, so. Oh yeah, well, okay, I don't actually need a, oh no, I do need the hundreds and the tens count, because I did check later to see something from the hundreds count. So maybe I actually do need that. I don't need the original number though, right? I don't think so, because I don't think I used the original anywhere. Yeah, so I can, this is where I'm gonna copy this, put it here, and I'm gonna get rid of, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this actually, I just don't need that. And that's one less command, and it should be slightly faster. Also, I just wanted to check something when it grabs the next number, because it's gonna copy from there, oh, I do need to clear both of those out, I guess. Yeah, copy that to the number, hundreds, sub 100. And then I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm crazy, I don't know why I'm really doing this, but I just really wanted to see this. If I move this here, it should show the whole number on the board with all the separate digits laid out, which is kind of satisfying. And then I don't need that, and I don't need that. Like, the first number was 67, and we see 067 down there, which is very nice. And then we do the same thing here. And by the end of it, we should see 849. 8, or no, I think it was like 989 or something. 949. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention, obviously. But that's quite satisfying. Oh man, so I'm one command too much. One command over, and it's really inefficient speed. Alright, what can be improved here? So, need that and that. We're gonna want to do that. We're gonna want to jump if it's a negative. Let's say copy from there. If that's 0, then we move on to the 10s. Now that we're on the 10s, we copy from the number, subtract 10, keep track of that count. And then once it's negative, we copy from the 10s count. And if that's 0, then we might want to put the 0 down if the hundredths place is not a 0. But if it's not a 0, we just put it in the outbox. So I wonder if I should just say, because I just put it in the outbox and then move on. So maybe it should be jump if 0. What is this? Oh yeah, okay, wait. I think I can do this. I think that's my one command, actually. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so that's the command challenge, or the size challenge done. Speed, though, that was like my original design was speedy, but I couldn't optimize it properly. But, or wait, no, because what's slow here, I guess, is the question. I guess what I could do if I want to speed this up is just from the get-go, or wait. I want to see what happens when I have that single digit. Let me look at the 8. Because I think I just kind of have to go through the numbers sometimes. Like, that's just a given. But if I have a single digit, I just jump if negative. And then I copy from hundreds count, and it's 0. I can actually do another check. Maybe. Or, well, jump if 0, copy from there, subtract 10. If it's negative, copy from 10. If it's 0, check if the hundreds count 0. If it is, then we move to here and we just outbox it. I don't know. How do I speed it up? Actually, now I don't see how I would speed it up. Because it actually didn't seem as bad as I thought it was. Subtract if it's negative. Or jump if it's negative. Jump if 0. Copy from the number. Like, how else could I get around that? I don't know. I don't think there's a trick that I'm aware of. Copy from there. It is kind of, well, no, because I need to subtract if it's negative. then I need to copy that number. If it's 0, I should check the hundreds. And if that's 0, we're done. But if it's not 0, then I should actually get that tens count number back. Yeah, and then outbox that. How do you do this faster? Oh, and we didn't have a hundreds count in that place, but in that case, but copy. Yeah. So that this part was pointless, but it's not always that way. And we need to make sure, yeah, okay, and then tens, subtract, so once that's negative, and that's not 0, I just outbox that, grab that. Yeah, I don't actually see what's slow. I'm like confused, like what's holding my program up. I wish I knew, because I feel like I need all of this. And I don't get like what the slow part would be, actually. Because I can't tell that it's, yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm doing it in a reasonable speed. Okay, the only thing I can think of is, okay, one stupid way to make it faster is, like, I'll just do an oh wait, well I do have a loop, so that's one way to speed up. But I'm thinking that if I just do an initial thing before the loop where I subtract, if the first thing I see is a negative, I can just move straight on. I don't even have to worry about checking the hundreds count. Okay, so I'll do that. That's what I'll do. Alright, it's kind of weird, but time to write over this horrible first design. So yeah, I'm gonna do this initial thing here where I subtract 100 if it's negative the very first time. Then we just move right on ahead to the tens. But if not, wait, actually, if not, can't I just like move this to here and this to here? I wish I could say jump if positive, because that would be better. But if it's negative, we just skip the hundreds and we go straight to the tens. Yeah, that's pretty good. That should save a bunch of time, actually. And then we should be able to do something similar for... Yeah, so if we have a 7 and we subtract and it's negative, jump straight to there, and then if we subtract 10 and it's negative, we should also subtract 10 and it's... So I want to say copy from 10, subtract 10. If it's, if it's negative, just jump straight to the ones. But if not, I've already subtracted 10. Let me actually be really careful here, so. I've already subtracted 10, copied from and subtracted 10, and checked if it's negative, so I want to copy it to the number, bump it, and then I copy from 10, copy from number, subtract 10, jump negative. Okay, I want to see how does this do? It should be really fast on this 4. Yeah. Oh, it messes up with something. So what does it mess up? The 905 maybe? So if that's negative, we jump and then we do that, and then we're at the 10s, and we copy from here, subtract 10. Oh, and if it's negative, oh, I see. If it's negative, what we want to do actually is, yeah, bring it here or something. But like, I want to put a 0 down. So I could, oh yeah, so actually I would, or no, I would only do this if the hundreds count is, so I can't really skip that, but I could say, because I still need to check. Yeah, okay, but I could skip to this part, which is just a normal jump if 0. Is that the, yeah, or jump if negative. Wait, shoot. Hold on, I need to... This isn't very well annotated, or maybe I'm just getting lost in the sauce of it all, but I need to see that for the 607 one. Okay, so it's okay if we just jump, if we have a if we immediately see a negative, but what I should do is, I think I should just jump that here, because what I want to do is I just want to check if we have something in the hundreds. Copy from 10's count if it's 0. Yeah, check if we have something in the hundreds. If we do, mark it 0 actually. But if not, okay, so then can I... Yeah, that's weird, because I feel like I would want to do this to here, but then why does this jump if negative jump? Check the 10's count. Oh, because I don't need to check that anymore, because if it made it that far, we're good. So this jump if negative should go here as well. This jump you don't worry about, I don't think. And then it's the same, it's a similar thing here, right? I don't need to check that. Okay, wait, what? So, hundreds. If it's negative, wait, no, I still need to copy from hundreds and outbox it. Ah. Okay, so what happened here? So it was 69 and I had that 6 there. But I just... Oh, but I copied... Oh, I don't need to check the hundreds count. Oh... Wait. Don't I need to check the hundreds count for the other situation though? Or I'd put a 0 in the middle. Because if the hundreds isn't 0, I'd put something. So I really only want to check the hundreds count. I see. Okay, so I only want, okay, I got it now. I want to move, let me just check. Jump if negative there, but I should put this here, these two here, I think. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's see how fast this is. Oh, there's only 31. I only use one more command. Ah, it's faster, but it's not fast enough. So, there might not be any like, you know, improvement I can make. That's just like the one I just did there, but there might be a different sort of improvement. So we go to 10, copy from there, subtract. It's negative, we jump straight to there. As long as that's 0, then we jump to the 1s. Let me copy that outbox, jump, yeah, copy that. Copy. Yeah, and okay, I mean the copying to hundreds and tens isn't necessary if you know, we just put a single digit number down, but I can't know in general if that's what happened or not, so I think I just have to bring them back to 0 every time. If negative, copy that, subtract. Yeah, because I'm bumping the tens count. Yeah, I kind of have to do that. And negative, copy from there, outbox. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if there's any like simple thing I can improve, but what I can do is just like repeat the loop and just hope that'll do it. So what I'm gonna do is write over this one because this is just like a straight up improvement basically. And okay, so this is the stupid part. So this loop here, I can just repeat it again instead. So okay, and just actually let me make it clear what's going on here. This is the 100 loop. And this is 100's done. Okay, so the 100 loop, right? I can just, instead of jumping, I can just do it again and waste a bunch of commands. So that's what I'll do. I'll say, actually, just first of all, I like this labeling system, so I'm just going to do that here as well and copy it. So this is the tens loop. And then this is tens done. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna, because I think it's helpful to have it all notarized. Okay, so but now I can just add more copies of this. This is like the dumbest way to improve it, but it works. So, and then I bump the tens count, I copy from number, I subtract 10, jump if negative to here, and that, yeah, okay, so this should be just a straight up improvement, but I'm actually also gonna do it to the tens loop as well. Wait, is that really the entire tens loop? Ah, is it? Oh, wait. I just did the tens loop one. Okay, so, but I'll do the hundreds loop. So, so the hundreds loop, we do copy to number, bump the hundreds count, copy from number, subtract 100, jump if negative to here. Okay. So this should speed it up just because I basically made it so it doesn't have to go through the loop in some cases, but I could improve it further depending on how bad or good this is. It should be better though, like 100%. This should be faster. But I don't know by how much, because I don't really get how this calculation works behind the scenes. Okay, it's how much faster is that? Like 4? I think this will eventually work then. So again, I just need to repeat this. So I start with, the loop always starts here and it always ends at jump if negative. So copy to number, bump plus hundreds count, copy from number, subtract 100, jump if negative to here. And I'm going to do the same for the tens loop, because they're both equally possible to slow things down. So start from copy to number after this, copy to number, bump plus tens count, copy from number, subtract 10, jump if negative to here. Okay, so that was it was 187 before, and I'm predicting this will be like 183. So that's what it seemed like. I think it went down by like 4. Predicting it'll be 183, but it actually might not improve by that much this time. I don't know, we'll see. Oh no, 183. Okay, so potentially I do this, like, so it's 79, 75, 71, 67. I do this 5 more times for each, and it'll beat the speed challenge. And God, this is gonna suck. Okay. Okay, let's do this. So, jump if negative, copy to number, bump plus hundreds count, copy from number, sub 100, jump if negative to here. That's 1. Copy to number, bump plus hundreds count, copy from number, subtract 100, jump if negative. Okay, that's 2. Copy to number, bump plus hundreds count. Copy from number. Subtract 100. Jump if negative. That's 3. Copy to number. Bump plus hundreds count. Copy from number. Subtract 100. Jump if negative. That's 4. Copy to number. Bump plus hundreds count. Copy from number. Subtract 100. Jump if negative to here. Potentially I could do this to the point where I don't even need that jump anymore. But I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I don't know, but whatever. Okay, so I need to add 5 more copies of this to the 10s as well. Copy to number. Bump plus 10s count. Copy from number. Subtract 10. Jump if negative to here. 1. Copy to number. Bump plus 10s count. Copy from number. Subtract 10. Jump if negative to here. That's 2. Copy to number. Bump plus 10s count. Subtract 10. Jump if negative to here. That's 3. Copy to number. Bump plus 10s count. Subtract 10. Jump if negative to here. That's 4. I'm losing track. Copy to number. Bump plus 10s count. Subtract 10. Jump if negative to here. Oh, wait. The copy from number stopped happening. That's supposed to happen. Copy from number. Copy from number. Copy from number. Alright, let's just see. Maybe it'll be good enough. How many? This has over 100 commands now. This is awful. Why is this the fastest way to do it? I mean, there's probably a better way, but why is this helping it? It's so bad. Please just be fast enough now. Oh my god. No, I didn't improve it that much. No, it hit like a limit. No. Okay, oh shoot, I think I just, all that was for nothing. Well, that's horribly ugly. I don't know. I can't think of how to get the fast thing on that. I'll have to try again later. I'll leave it there for now. That was a long session. See you for the next one. Thanks if you watched. See ya.